Coach Chad here. We're gonna do a coach's tip on knee wraps, okay? How to apply a knee wrap. Now, there are many different ways to do this, team, and there's also many different styles of wraps. So I'm gonna show you my style, the way that I do this on a regular basis, and recognize there's lots of other ways to do this, okay? Now, reasons for knee wraps. One, I like them because I'm old and crummy and my knees are sore, so I like it for a little bit more stability around the knee. So you have knee sleeves, which add warmth and subtle elements of structure or integrity, but a knee wrap just goes to the extra mile, okay? It's 100 times the level of support around the knee, but the problem with a knee wrap is it takes time to put on, it's a little bit slow, it's worth it, but it kind of slows your training session down. It can be a little bit difficult. It's only used on strength sets and probably more likely relative strength sets, okay? It's a little bit harder to use on high reps depending on how tight you're putting it on, okay? Also, with regard to knee wraps, you're gonna find different tensions and different styles. So this one's my, which I call my Ollie knee wrap, but it's a red and black Harbinger knee wrap. You can see how much flex it has. So this is 0 stretch, that's 100. I have some at home that are more of what I call a powerlifting style, and they actually have grips on the edge. So there's like a plastic or rubber interior that grabs onto the skin and grabs onto the wrap itself. Makes it a lot more tighter, also a lot more uncomfortable, okay? So I'm gonna show you my method of wrapping here in a second. I'll wrap this leg. When wrapping, it's actually easier if you get a buddy to do it, but always do it with a straight leg. Now what I like to do is I like to start with the wrap right along the base of my patellar tendon, okay? So what I do is I take the wrap, and also all the power lifters watching right now are gonna kill me because I never actually roll up my wrap. I just do it like this and throw it around. Most people roll with a wrap like this. It's already been tightened up, okay? So this is probably the smarter way to do it, but for us lazy guys, we do it like this, okay? So I start the wrap right at the base of my kneecap, across my patellar tendon, I pull it over the edge. My first wrap is always very, very tight. So I pull it to 80 to 100% of tension, lock it on, get the wrap nice and tight. And at that point, I then start making my way up my leg and across my knee. I usually do about a 50 or 40% overlap. And if I'm going for today, I'm gonna do it as if I'm doing a clean. I'm using maybe 50% tension on the wrap. And I take as many wraps as I like, okay? Usually I like to get up above the knee by 1 to 1.5 wraps. Then I make a little X. So I pull it across the back of the knee over, so I've made a little X with my pattern. So when I came around on this one, across the kneecap, around the back of the base of the calf, up and across, and then my last one comes around and ties in to my X, okay? And there's my knee wrap. So you can see I can move my knee fully, okay? If I were doing this with squats, this would be much, much deeper, much, much tenser. So what you would do is you'd almost have, well not almost, you probably would have 100% wrap the entire time. So pulling this, and this is where you need a partner sometimes, but you go full tension the entire way. You're gonna get more wraps because you're gonna have a lot longer sleeve. Okay, my foot is starting to go numb right now, so usually you have limited time to get to wherever it is that you're going because you can't really move in it. So you can see how much further I got here. I did the exact same amount of wraps, and look how much I have left. You can see how much tighter that is. And now when it's on, it's like I can't really bend my knee. Put a couple hundred pounds on my back, I can, okay? So those would be the differences between doing it for weightlifting or doing it for squats. Now, most of you guys are gonna be wrapping for squats only. If you are wrapping for cleans, play around with it, find the tension that you enjoy, and then go from there, okay? So a little bit on how to wear and purpose for wearing a knee wrap. Thanks, guys.